I'm going to record it on some form of a voice recorder. Bang! Here's the thought. Remain composed. Sometimes I circle back to this thought because life can become a bit too chaotic, overwhelming, but you don't realize it when you're in it, that it's so overwhelming. You just deal with it and adapt. Then you get some moments of clarity and you say to yourself, wait a second,
Wait a minute.
this is all a bit too much. So then you step back, you detach yourself from that chaos. And you gain perspective.
Thank you for that perspective.
And you look down on it and you say, don't need that. I can do without that. Let's remain composed. So to get a bit more concrete, for me, it's like lots of people that I see on the streets, for example. I look at them and I think to myself, what's going on in your head? You've got a whole worldview ticking over there in your mind. And that virtual world is what you project onto the actual world. And you think that that's correct. And then I say to myself, Jamesy, you're doing the same thing. Okay, so why do I talk about detaching from the chaos and gaining some composure or regaining some composure?
Sorry guys, I lost my composure out there.
It's so as to actually see the world for what it is and not what your mental model of the world would have you believe it is. Now that's difficult though, because obviously you're always going to interpret the world through your mental model of the world.
I am so confused.
So I suppose the real goal is to create a virtual mental model of the world that is as accurately reflective of this world as possible, which I imagine is a difficult task. Actually impossible to get perfectly right, but possible to improve on significantly relative to not only where you are today, but other people, where they are today and going forward. And then it's like, why? Why do that? And I suppose for me at least, always the ultimate goal is so as to improve or increase my agency in the world. Simple as. It's like you want to expand your space. You want to expand your domain of influence as far as you possibly can. Well, maybe not as far as you possibly can, because then the responsibility may be too great. But as far as you can, sufficiently, so as to be able to determine your own life course. Boom. Simple as. Now, remain composed. No more BS. Done.